So I'm just waking up. Hair's a mess. But it's Spider-Man Day, and I am excited. I always go see Spider-Man in whatever top premium viewing experience I can get a hold of. So we're gonna go see it in Dolby Atmos. I have to drive 2 hours, 2.5 hours away. So it's gonna be an exciting day. So we're gonna get up, we're gonna get ready, and we're gonna go see Spider-Man. All right, so we're about to head off. We're gonna take off to Kansas City, Missouri to go see this movie in Dolby Atmos. So I got my, it gets cold in the theater, so I got my amazing Spider-Man hoodie to throw on. I don't do the blanket stuff unless you're gonna cuddle with someone, you know. Unless you're gonna be cuddling with someone, you gotta have the blanket, but let's go ahead and head on out. We are here. We're 2 hours early, so we're gonna hit up some of the shopping areas. Do a little bit of shopping before we go to the movie. All right, so I don't drink too much, but they got the Spider-Man drink here. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna give it a whirl, and we're gonna see how it tastes. Oh, oh wait, and cameraman, I'm gonna need you to dance for me. I'm gonna need you to, I can't, I can't dance. I can't dance. I can't pop, lock, and drop it, but this is good. It's not usually my vibe because I'm not a coconut or a pineapple type dude. Actually, usually coconut, if I drink or eat, makes me pretty sick. So, but this is pretty good. So try out the Spider-Man drink if you're going to an AMC that sells the liqueur. That's it. All right, we're going in here. Dolby Atmos. It's an amazing experience. You're gonna have the moving sound. So like when Spider-Man shoots his web, it's gonna sound like it flew past your head and stuck like at the back of the building. We got a huge screen. Nice, comfortable seats. All right, so one of the things I got here, I got their hot honey pizza, so I'm gonna try this. All right, let's give this a try. Big bus. Yeah, that's good. I don't even eat pizza like that, but yeah, this like sausage hot honey pizza, big bus. These are some kind of a like street corn, fried street corn or something. Let's try this. Kind of reminds me of like a mac and cheese, but with like a street corn-esque taste. It's pretty good. Not a big bust though, like the pizza. So this is gonna be my fresh out the theater reaction to the movie. Yeah, the movie was awesome. I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. In my heart, it's my favorite movie of the year, but when I go off of a rating scale, I wouldn't say it's the best movie of the year because obviously it's not perfect. And, they have to take what happened in the prior trilogy and make it work with this. And I really like, there was so many characters in this movie, but all the characters made sense. They all had development to the story. Daniel Cretton did amazing with this movie. Like, the fighting scenes, you tell me you find one fighting scene in any of the Spider-Man movies, and you show me that it's better than any of the fighting scenes in this movie, because you're not gonna find one. Like, hands down the best Spider-Man movie. People are gonna, they have such a hard on for Toby that they're just not gonna admit it, but the drama was there. The action is the best that it's ever been, ever. Just phenomenal movie. That's my out of the theater reaction. I'm still in the lobby. I don't got any headsets on or anything like that. I didn't really have time to set the studio up. You see my green screen? It's all kind of ghetto right now because like a windstorm came and I forgot to shut my garage door. So it blew my green screen down and everything, but it's all getting changed. I'm actually gonna put some drywall and I'm gonna finish this wall and then I'm gonna have something created for the YouTube channel also for my set. So it's gonna look really cool, but I got my Spider-Man cup. You see Spider-Man, he's all sitting there webbing around the city. I just wanted to give my final thoughts. It's been a couple hours since I've seen the movie now. Drove all the way back home. Spider-Man Brand New Day was amazing, no pun intended. I stick with my 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'm not gonna say it's a perfect movie, but to me, it is the best Spider-Man movie we've ever gotten. The people who are just hardcore Toby people, because that's what they grew up with, they're gonna be stuck on he's the best ever. Spider-Man's my favorite hero. I've been a Spider-Man fan since I was a little boy. So I didn't start out with Tobey Maguire. Like I started out with the cartoons, reading the comics, stuff like that. So yeah, when Toby made his appearance, I did love it. Like it's all I had. But I also realized how technology changes and stuff like that. And going from Spider-Man to Spider-Man, there was things that needed to be, learned, things they needed to do to get better. The first Spider-Man movie with Tobey wasn't perfect, but it was a good start. It was great. Loved it for a time. It's iconic. It's a classic movie. The second one came out and it was okay. The third one was terrible. It was bad. Like, it was not good. Like, I mean, maybe saying it's terrible is a bit of a stretch, but it wasn't, whatever. And then we got the Andrew Garfield and he did more of like the talking and joking while he's fighting. And I thought him as Spider-Man was better than Toby. I'm not saying the movies were better, but he was a better Spider-Man to me with how he was interacting with the villains and stuff as he's fighting them. Then we got the new Spider-Man in the MCU, and I think they took a lot of things that they learned from with the other ones, and they heightened it even more, but the movie was too grand in scale. Like, he wasn't a foot to the ground type Spider-Man. He's in outer space fighting Thanos and doing all this stuff. Like, we wanted a grounded, on Earth Spider-Man that is going through a rough time, and he's going through the things that Peter Parker is supposed to go through, and we finally get that. Like, there's no spoilers here. I'm not going to spoil anything, but we finally got to see a gritty, like, he's fighting this inner thing with himself type of a Spider-Man, and it just was so good. Like, they did such a great job. Like, there's actually a part of this movie that actually got me a little teary-eyed. Like, I've never got teary-eyed for a Spider-Man movie. There was a scene that got me teary-eyed, and the fight scenes are amazing. But we have the homeboy that's directing the movie, that's known for this. He's known for great fighting scenes. You find any fighting scene from any of the previous Spider-Man and put it up against this one and tell me which one's better. Because there is not a single, the Hulk fight, amazing. The little montage when he's doing stuff, that was cool. I'm not gonna say amazing, but it was awesome. We got some good action in there, practical swinging out of this world. Some of the cinematic shots were just amazing. How they decided to cut the cameras and zoom in and look at his eyes, and the mask was awesome. Like, you could see acting like with his face, like you could see with the eyes and stuff. Like, it was all part of the act. Like, everything just made so much sense. It felt so good. It looked so great. And the hand fight, come on, best fight scene of the movie. The hand fight is hands down the best fight scene of the movie. And there's a cinematic shot when, I'm not gonna say what happens, but just know, when he comes down or whatever, you're gonna be like, damn, the what?
that scene was cinematic gold. Like, this movie is amazing. Like, I'm biased because Spider-Man is my favorite hero, but for me, this is my favorite movie of the year so far, but that's biasness. Now, on a rating scale, it's not the #1 movie this year for me so far. I actually have a movie rated higher. But biasness, I'd watch this movie again right now. Like, if someone turned on the TV right now and just played it back to back after I just saw it, I'd watch it. So a 4.5 out of 5. Spider-Man was great. Sadie Sink was awesome. Can't wait to see more of what they do with that. I'm not gonna spoil anything, even though, I mean, come on. But anyway, you guys have a good night. Thank you for following me, seeing the foods that I ate, the drink that I tried. Just following my journey today. It was a really good day. We all had a lot of fun, everybody that was with me as well. I'm out of here.